love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we alive. Go, go. Global citizens, one people, one nation.
The goal is peace, we are all goalkeepers. Defend the fight and bring the globe needs us.
We only get one shot to come for the team. Peace is the trophy, we going for the win.
So yeah, we make you sign up, sense for the line.
Go for the ref, blow the first whistle till it's time up.
Every morning with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
You are the O2 media. You are the O2 media. You are the O2 media. You are the O2 media.
On FM 103.9.
You are the O2 media.
On FM 103.9.
Hey yo, Zoom media.
Choose Video Radio.
Zoom media.
Choose Video Radio.
Well, me fancy him anyway for do with yourself no more. Hallelujah.
Truth media.
Two
Media.
India.
Truth. Yes, you. Truth media.
Media.
Join and Truth media.
Media.
Truth media.
Media.
Aha. Say unala we dey watch Truth media.
Me watch you.
Unala we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen June.
Una listen to.
Now listen
Unala we dey
to.
listen to Truth media.
Now listen to. So media.
No, Truth. You don't have the Truth there.
Okay, two.
Unala we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen to. So media.
Truth media.
Media. Very no bad. Nasa anybody Salomon. Yeah, they live for the people them for do any business for do some. Yeah, they live in the office. They no bad. Any business for do some. I they provide for us for make any students them. Anyway, for make or the confusion or the education, anybody for learner, anybody for prepare, any song if for the anybody.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race, running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we alive. Go!
One game.
Hello, and welcome to Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana, and today's session get for me very, very interesting. As I get two American-based athletes them with then a Sierra Leonean experience and then journey with we on how then go through, and also we get for some updates about sports on the various leagues them as well, and all some about our Sierra Leonean brother out there really do well in terms of sports and all of that. So continue for day with we, and don't forget so you can add your voice to this discussion. You can send a message to the short code 239, or you can comment on the Facebook and the YouTube page as like I said, just show Boku thing, and they will therefore look at into today's discussion, and we go start with some updates them about games them and fixtures the way they go on today in different part of the world as well. First, we go begin with the international updates them. For the first, I'll go talk about Chelsea, the new head coach when Liam was in your winner a Sierra Leonean England Sierra Leonean based coach, and he don't do very well in coaching career as well. No say na him be replace Enzo Maresca na the Chelsea team, and while he joined Chelsea, he getting first game yet on to today where he get for coaching first match with the team and na the FA Cup, and that match they go be the match go be against Charlton. Now the FA Cup, like I say, and in talk say during the pre-match conference, Liam was in your talk say in believe if believe say it go succeed na Chelsea, for me don't take the job as Chelsea them new coach. So we dey wish him all the best, and as in say in believe say in go succeed, and we hope in succeed as we Sierra Leonean brother. And also for Real Madrid, as not say Real Madrid for play Barcelona na the El Clasico and Super Cup final. We get for play on Sunday when at tomorrow. Rodrigo pick up an injury and hamstring discomfort, and that's no look good. We go see say it doubtfully it go be available, and also Kylian Mbappe they hope for return for that match there as well. And we also and brother Antonio Rudiger get an injury as well where he pick up during the training, and during the last match against Atletico Madrid, Rodrigo self pick up an injury and hamstring discomfort, and it doubtful for be available in the match. Moving on to the AFCON. But AFCON tournaments, the excitement and all today the final games them of the quarterfinals they play, and games then are the semi-finals already. Some games then are the quarterfinals don't play, where we see Morocco be the eliminate Cameroon at the game we play. It's you saw Morocco now then are the host country for the AFCON this year, and then they put up a very, very good performance as Brahim Diaz. They show, in how good he is as an athlete, and they show pure dominance. Now the league, he don't score like every game so far. We don't play now the tournament. He score against Comoros Island, he score against Mali, he score against Zambia, he score against Tanzania, and also he score against Cameroon, where they eliminated yesterday by 2-0. And also Buemo they hope for return in the Manchester derby. It will be available for face na the Manchester derby. So now that they happen so far na the AFCON qualifiers. And also now the game we get for play today. Okay, continue with yesterday game. Like I said, Morocco don't qualify and they eliminate as well. Senegal defeats Mali yesterday 1-0. And we see Usa Bissomina be pick up a red card after I get 2 yellow card in the match. And the AFCON, like I said, the interest, the excitement, the interest, and the passion of the game still there. You see the reaction for players, how players that they try their best for prove, say yes, they are good players, yes, they want get the African dominance champions. It's not all about going for go play game and win the games. It's also about maintaining it's a tournament of African pride. Players that they go for go show say yes, then team, then country, then are the giants of Africa in terms of football and all. And today game get for play between Algeria and Nigeria. Very, very interesting game, as these two teams they also get quality players, them good set of players, the way that they play also European football. So we go see what in today's game and whether Algeria go qualify or maybe Nigeria go qualify. And also Egypt get for play Cote d'Ivoire, 2 African giants them as well. So the better side go win, and we go see which team go advance into the next stage. And good news for Arsenal fans them, as then Starboy Bukayo Saka don't sign a new 5 years contract with the team, and we they wish all the best. Well, so far now that's the updates them of the league. We go look at also the games where they play locally in the Europe Premier League. As VMBOK FC, they play already at Antonia FC na the Wusum Field, na Apro School Field, sorry. And also we have the Rising Queens FC, they play Malema Queens FC na Wusum Field, and Ram Kamara FC, they play Koya Queens FC na Bo Coronation Field. And all them game also start 10:50. You can go and watch the game na the different field venues them, or you can watch on the social media platform there. Well, this now so far the update there. We go come back quickly after this commercial break.
Me phone and they charge. Me also always get lights. Me picking and able for study. Me na super kaiba. I for enjoy.
Yes, sir! Plenty Soba Kaiba don't boss! Orindo Kunado, the mega campaign all over the country. When they turn all man to Soba Kaiba, don't die and star 500 ash for activate the Soba Kaiba offer and talk Boku or dial ash 144 ash or use Maxit for pay with orange money anytime, any side and stand chance for win. Soba price them every week like Solar kits them. Okada generator and every month one person go win keke or they give you the power for build your life, support your family and better your community. You self can live this Soba Kaiba life.
The National Revenue Authority, Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit, Public Notice. The National Revenue Authority wishes to inform the public that deadlines for filing pay as you earn and withholding 6.5% and 10.5% tax returns and payments for any liability for October are due on or before 15th October 2025. Please note that filing returns and payment of related taxes should be done through the Integrated Tax Administration System portal. Penalties and interest will be charged for non-filing and non-payment of taxes on due date by order of the Commissioner General, Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit, Renesis House, 5 Gloucester Street, Freetown. For further information, you can call the number 080-839839 or you visit their website at www.nra.gov.sl.
Mama, this internet not the gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don't come na salon. Signature Connect when a fiber internet and microwave coverage he gets did na salon now. And he come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect where they na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don't come, we package them. We go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And sell for corporate services them. You will able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you host or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect. Day for all man. Contact them na 072-568-290 or 033-233-620.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080-000-111 or 075-000-111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Money don't come with Soba Kaiba. All ready for me. Soba Kaiba Bodu don't boss. Now you go able to talk Boku for small couple and still win Boku in them. Subscribe to the Soba Kaiba bundle now. Just dial *500# for subscribe. Choose your bundle and talk Boku for small money. Yes, this is the cheapest voice bundle na salon today. The more you subscribe, the more chance you get for win. Brown new keke them, motorbike, generator, and solar light. Dial *500# and start for win.
Welcome back from the commercial break. This na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana. In case you just join me, I don't give some update about games the way they play around the league, around the world, different match fixtures, them and games, and some sports updates on injuries and matches as well. And like I said earlier, I get two Sierra Leonean American-based athletes there with and they with me today at the studio, and they therefore share with me, you know, their journey, their success story, and how far then they in their life in terms of them different professional. Then one are a professional football player, soccer player, and the other are a professional athlete, and they're based in the USA. I have me Augustine Williams, when a Sierra Leonean footballer. Welcome to True Sports, Augustine.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, and I also get with me Alpha Amadou Kamara, when a professional wrestler. Alpha, welcome to Truth Sports.
Thank you for having me.
All right, this two that I can share with and Johnny, and you know how waiting that they do in order for succeed, so that other athletes them out there will learn from and go inspire upcoming athletes them as well. A quick update on the Leora Premier League. League games that we get for play today. Today, Camber Eagles get for play with Slifa FC. Baibue Warriors get for play Old Edwardians FC, and FC Cologne get for play Star Sports Academy. We're going to the conversation, we're going to the discussion, fine one now. We're going to start with Amadou Alpha Kamara, we're a professional wrestler. And you know, in terms of wrestling, where people that they hear wrestling, they only think about the WWE. With your own style of wrestling and that of the WWE, you can tell what's in the difference actually.
So, for us, like wrestling, right? When people think about wrestling, like you said before, people think about WWE, but WWE is not like wrestling. WWE is wrestling in a sense, it's not wrestling in a sense, but when you think about actual wrestling, we have like freestyle wrestling, and then we have Greco-Roman wrestling. Greco-Roman wrestling is all like upper body part. You can like touch the legs. The legs are, if you touch the legs, you'll be disqualified. And then freestyle wrestling is where you go like from the legs, you can do any type of position, whether like suplex, whatever you want to do to the person. So those are the type of wrestling that we do. If you look, like WWE is only based in America, it's not outside of America. Okay. And then when you talk about freestyle wrestling, when you talk about Greco-Roman wrestling, and then that's like an international sport, is what they do like in terms of Olympics, in terms of Commonwealth, and then African qualification, all those competitions.
All right, we go move now to Augustine Williams. Augie, you don't play professional football for a long time, moving out of Sierra Leone, and you go America. You don't. By the way, congratulations first of all in winning the USL championship and that of the Eastern Conference championship as well. Going into your career, Deep, we'll start right away in Awide. First, you joining Portland Timbers. How do you be there during the 2026 and 2028 and 2018 and 2016? Sorry, and you play it's a Division 1 side, and you stay there for 2 seasons, and you will get a very good performance as you debut to score the first and only goal of the match where be happen. How was it like during your term?
To go on a journey, I was afraid, but I knew it was a dream I wanted to live, and obviously, looking back, I'm very proud of the journey and the pathway that I took to become where I am today.
All right, your time at Portland Timbers, how you be able for now your first professional contact, get in there, how you be able for develop yourself so you get to this stage where you're right now?
Well, I began, but people that will help me in terms of like building me confidence, in terms of helping me. One of the people that will help me, obviously, he's not a Sierra Leonean, but he's Liberian, Darlington Nagbe. He helped me out a lot in terms of, wanting to make sure I fit in. The people who had already been living that dream wanted to make sure that, just play freely, be happy, cherish the moment, and obviously work hard to be able to stay in this industry, because it's not an industry that's easy to stay in. So they helped me out a lot, and I'm very, very grateful for those people, because without them, I would not be sitting here today.
All right, Amazo, you are just like Augie. You started now Orange Eye as Orange Eye Wrestling School, and you get a good start. I will also want to make you take me through that journey day, where you be then at that stage day, how we help you for develop.
Like for me, when I was here growing up, soccer is what we know here, like
Yeah.
playing soccer. So I used to play soccer, and then when I moved to America at an early age, wrestling was not in my interest to begin with. So one day, like I get into a fight with somebody on the school, and then they took me to the ISS office, and then he told me like, come join the wrestling team, then I'll let you go. I said, nah. I said, that's not me. That's not my thing. He said, no, like you have the body for it, like you're built for it. He said, like you have a stronger leg, like you will be hard to take down. I said, nah. I said, it's not a thing. Then fast forward, he called my dad. My
So
dad,
you must, my holy quick,
Yeah.
from fighting onto taking into you. Be don't beat that body bad one, eh?
no, like when you move to America, right? They have this thing about Africa. Oh, do you guys have a light? Do you guys have this? How is Africa like? Like too many questions going on. Like he wanted to bully me. Like I don't tolerate bullying. So I stand up for myself. So I smacked him in his face, and then they took me to the ISS. So he called my dad. They were explaining. He was like, "Oh, I want you to join the wrestling team." I said, "No, it's not a thing." So after he talked to my dad confused me. He was like, "Join the wrestling team. I'm gonna buy you the sneakers." He said, "If you go for like a day, you don't like it, you can quit, and then you can focus on soccer." I was like, "All right." Then I went. The practice, it was not for me. I'm not gonna lie. So
Why? What happened?
the practice was too intense. Like it was a room like this. They would turn the heat on,
Whoa.
and then you guys wear like long sleeve, like too close and stuff. Like you guys are sweating like crazy. That was the first time for me, like going some through practice like that. Never been through practice like that. Soccer practice is different.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time me being in a room. The doors are closed. You guys are just going at each other. So after practice, I called my dad. I said, I want to quit. I said, wrestling is not for me. He was like, if you quit, whatever you want, I'll buy it for you. So I was like, all right, let me stick around. Then I'll see. So I was really stubborn. When the coach was talking to me, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So we went to a competition. My first competition, I lost. So after that defeat, my head was down like this. Then he came to me. He said, I know you're from Africa. All that bullying, all that fight you were talking about, because I love talking like smack, like me. I love getting into people here. He said, all that you were doing, show it here. Like here, you won't get in trouble for it. You won't get in trouble for you like beating someone. He said, show it out here. So I take that into consideration, start practicing hard, start going forward. And then my freshman year, after that match, my second match, after I won my freshman match, he moved me up to varsity. He was like, you gotta go varsity. He said, you were too good like to stay freshman. So went to varsity, stay varsity. Ever since then, I started being consistent, like start going to practice. After wrestling season, I would go to wrestling camp, start taking wrestling more serious. And then my dad kept telling me, that's gonna be like your sport, because I used to play American football.
Wow.
I love American football, but my dad was like, nah, wrestling is gonna be for you.
Okay, I'm going back to you, Aggie. You went into LA Galaxy and you play for first of all the two team, and later you get into the senior team as well. During that transition and during your time at LA Galaxy, how it been be like?
Well, I was coming into one of the most prestigious teams in the league. When you have a team like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Chicharito Hernandez has played for, it's very scary. As a kid, and I was very, very young at that age. But I've always been a fighter. I've always wanted to fight for my dream. It doesn't matter where I'm at, where I come from, and I knew that I don't want to go back to the place where I come from. I grew up with nothing, so I was very, very motivated. Obviously, I was afraid. But at the end of the day, I knew, like I said, I have to keep fighting, try to break my way through, like you said, from the second team.
Yeah.
I fought hard to be able to break my way through to the first team. But obviously, along those pathways, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, and that made me who I am, and it helped me to be able to be strong mentally, physically, and obviously, it doesn't matter where came my way, I was ready to fight, and obviously it didn't matter if it was LA Galaxy. it was my dream. I was going to fight for it.
Okay, nice. And Charleston Battery when they are 2022 and 2023, and you score your debut goal, and for the first time you score a double-digit goal. You improving your character, getting that 16 goals during your first season there. How will be like for you? First of all, getting your debut goal. Okay, getting into the team, moving from LA Galaxy. Come to another team, you score your debut goal. The fans, the reaction must have been great, and also getting a double-digit goal.
Wow, that's renting me. I know you remember. It looks like you did your work. Like I said, Charleston was one of the teams where I really excelled in my career. I wanted to come back, from LA Galaxy to a different transition, moving from the West Coast to the East Coast. Was completely different. When you grow up beside Wamde, you go beside Cole, it's not easy. But at the end of the day, like I said, I was excited to go to Charleston and, have another opportunity to be in an environment, in a team with a coaching staff that believed in me, that wanted me to succeed. And obviously it fit perfectly into the style of play that I love to play. And obviously we were very successful. Our first year was not the year we wanted. Then we had another coach that came in, and we literally went all the way, won the Eastern Conference. Obviously, we fell short in the actual final, but Charleston was great memories, and obviously, I will always have that in my heart as part of my career because they love me there. The fans, I love them. The double digit, I broke so many records being in Charleston.
What are, besides the double digits, some of the records that you break as well?
Well, I became the second youngest person to hit 50 goals in my career, and also I obviously became one of the highest goal scorers being in Charleston. Obviously, when I left Charleston, I moved to Pittsburgh. I became the second highest goal scorer in the history of the league. But Charleston was one of those places where I very, very have a special place in my heart. I loved it. They love me. Hopefully one day I can go back and visit, but it was a place, like I said, it shaped my career in a different turn that made me really excel, and obviously I was happy about those moments in my life.
Okay, what is one of one match that you played that you think, yeah, I belong here?
Well, for me, I've always loved to play against the best teams in the league because those are the teams that define you as a player. Like, for an example, my mentality is if they say I am the second highest goal scorer in the history of the league, I have to show that playing against the best teams in the league. And I've always had that in my head that I want to play against those teams. There's teams like Louisville. Now we have teams that Hartford. They're one of the best teams in the league. So when we always play against those teams, it's an exciting moment. I knew I belonged there when I wanted to be in a team that keeps the ball, move the ball around, and I'm that type of player. I'm very versatile. I love to run behind the lines. I love to link up with my midfielders. I love to, be part of the team. And obviously, in that environment, that's what it brought out of me. And obviously, I felt like I fit perfectly. And obviously, it was a great moment for me.
Okay, Amazo, the United World Wrestling thing. I want you to tell us, explain exactly how is it like.
Being with the United World Wrestling team, is good because, like, wrestling is not a big thing yet, like in Africa. So they're trying to make it that big because, like, in America, wrestling is big there. Like, they take wrestling like serious there. Even like when it comes to like qualification, like to qualify for the United States wrestling team, you have to go through a qualification. They don't just like select like me being at this position right now. I never like expected like to be at this position because when I was doing wrestling, I never knew that Sierra Leone have like a wrestling thing going on. So when they reach out like to my dad when I was in high school, or they want me like to join the I told my dad, I said, no, I want to focus first. Let me build up myself first because that's like a different challenging in my life. I love taking challenges, but I don't want to get into it and then get into a position I don't want to put myself because like I'm not scared like to fail because failure is like part of life. You gotta fail for you to get to the peak that where you want to get. So I told my dad, nah. So when they reach out to me again personally, I said, no, you guys gotta talk to my dad. I said, I can't right now. I said, give me like a year or so. So they gave me like a year. Then they reach out again. They said, "Nah, we really want you like to join the wrestling team." They said, "Are you thinking of joining the US team?" I said, "Nah." I said, "I was doing this. I said I do take it serious, but like let me try to excel." So after a couple months, me and them going back and forth, and then they have one guy who actually stay in the US, which is I called him like Coach Barry. So he scheduled like a meeting for me and him. He called me and then he was like, "I really want you like to join the team." I said, "I know." I said, "But I just want to focus first and try to learn like more technique and try to." I said, "Because you guys are talking about international level.
Yeah.
I never been to like international match. All I do like is clubs wrestling, team wrestling and stuff. Even in America, we don't have international. Like when you go outside, like I never do that before. Like let me try to learn first." She was like, "No." So like try to see if you can get into. I was like, "All right, no problem. I will do it." So I called my dad, me and them, and then they set me up, put me through like the United World Wrestling, which is like they're in charge of every wrestling event that is going on, whether if it's like freestyle wrestling, whether it's like beach wrestling that is happening, like they're in charge. It's like when we have like on FIFA, when they have like the FIFA president, like for soccer, they go through FIFA for everything. It's like us, we go to United World Wrestling for every like wrestling event. So supportive wise, like they're good. Like they're trying to like push wrestling to get to the peak. Like try to make wrestling be like known in Africa the same way like they know soccer in Africa.
All right, it's quite an interesting one. And okay, moving into from Charlton, going into Indy 11, and then you are at Pittsburgh right now. The changes, because it seems to have a lot of changes in your career. How the changes affected you and also develop you, because according to it you say you like Charlton a lot, you like the fans, the environment, the helping you personal growth and development, and you have to leave and going into Indy 11 and then Pittsburgh. How is it like?
Well, for me, it was one of those moments where I knew I needed a new challenge, and not only a challenge that I wanted to, be part of, but it was obviously the coaching staff. It was a coaching staff I already had when I was in Portland Timbers. So I knew it was a familiar face. It was a guy that I already knew. So to myself, I say, well, yeah, of course, I want to go to another challenge and challenge myself. So I wanted to go to Indy 11. And the reason why is Indy 11 had never really won the championship, and I wanted to be part of something, just like I was part of Pittsburgh that had never won the championship, and we ended up winning the championship last season. So for me, it's always been about challenge. I never wanted to stay in my comfort zone. I knew my ability. I know what I can do, and I always knew that it's really not about like myself, as long as I have, teammates around me that are good enough to be able to supply me the balls, because without them, I can't score goals.
Yeah.
So as long as I do my homework, I see the environment that, fits the structure of the kind of play that I am, of course, I would go there, if it makes sense. And that's what I did. And I think my time there was, it was good. And I was happy with the time spell I had with them.
All right, now Pittsburgh. How is Pittsburgh like?
Pittsburgh. Oh, it's very cold. Very, very cold. It was one of those where I wanted to go there because I saw the coach had already won a lot individually, and obviously they had never really won the championship. So it was a long process because I had never been to Pittsburgh. I never knew that I would even end up going to Pennsylvania. But, me going there, I did my homework. I wanted to go there. In the beginning of the season, a lot, like I said, like he said earlier, life, it's about trials and stuff like that. My father was almost paralyzed before the season even started, Then I had my favorite dog. I lost my dog. And that picture you see, I was going through all of those moments. But like, everyone says life is not about, what you go through. It's about how you can get through it, And for a guy like myself, I believe in God. I believe that, the things that we go through is what makes us who we are as a human being. In life, it's about tests, it's about trials. So I wanted to keep going and keep fighting because my father would have wanted me to keep going. And in the end, we were victorious. And for 26 years, they had never won the championship, and we lifted a trophy.
All right, and you are now the second highest goal scorer of the league.
I am, and I'm trying to be number one.
All right, I wish you all the best in doing that. As you continue to fly, I believe you also they fly with the country flag.
Absolutely.
As we dey talk about flying with country flag, you don't go start with the national wrestling competition na salon, and you dey try for compete internationally as well. How we in dey like for can represent salon after all the pushing, they push it, yes, you're not ready for it. What inspire you for then come back into the team and help for push salon wrestling go before?
For me, like even my friends around me, anyone like who knows me know like when it comes to Sierra Leone, I love Sierra Leone. Like me staying in America does not change the fact that I'm a Sierra Leonean. I just wanted to do something that would make I just want to put like an impact. Like when they reach out to me, like I said before, the thing that inspired me is like after I won like a state championship. So after my state championship, I was like, you know what, let me go back there and showcase like what I have. And then it was a guy also whose name is like Bundu. He was trying to compete for Sierra Leone, but since I think he was born there, like he don't understand. So when he reached out to me and explained everything to me, I was like, I'm gonna try my best and see where we can get with this. So when we go to Tunisia, my first competition was in Tunisia, the All African Oceania qualification for the Olympic that happened COVID. So when we get there, what I expected to the way it turned out, it was like competing for Sierra Leone is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like mentally, physically, it will weigh you down.
Oh wow.
Because like over there, the way we compete, like the way they prep you, the way that you stay like focused is different. Like when you come like to come represent your country. So with us going at first, when I landed in Tunisia, that's where everything started. So like me having my visa to exit the airport, gotta wait like over 2-3 hours just sitting down waiting for visa. Then when they release us to go for the camp was all right. The camp was good because it was not like Sierra Leone that organized the camp. It was United World Wrestling. So it was like a mixed camp. So we do like 2-week camp before the remaining 1 week for the competition. So that was when I met like one of the guy. His name was Fode, who went like to represent Sierra Leone. So me and him like we built like a bond. Right off there, we became like roommates and stuff. So we start catching up after practice. And then the way the coaching system was set up, because when you travel with a team, you expect the coach like to be there with you. Like throughout our camp, the coach was not there with us. So it was just me and him practicing. Mind you, that was my first international competition. I have no idea like where to go, what I was doing. I was just lost. I was just there. So Fode that was there, he have a little bit like experience, but he has been traveling like with the national team, so he understands. So I was leaning on him, like hey, you gotta help me with this. Help me with this. I say I don't understand. I say when it comes to me competing for myself, I will try my best. I know what to do. So it was exhausting. Us having like accreditation, because all competition you go to, you need accreditation. If you don't have the accreditation, you can't compete. So when it gets to the day for the competition,
wait, didn't the coach show up till after the competition, or
the coach did not show up for the camp? He was not there with us. The only person that was there was like the secretary, the secretary general for the wrestling federation. He was there with us.
How was the preparation like? You said for the LPO, a lot there. So
so like me, preparation for me when it comes to wrestling, I always like listen to music. Like sometimes I will play like oldies Sierra Leone music. It helps me like calm down, like get my focus going. And then sometimes for me to block out the noise, because like me, when it comes to wrestling, once I step on that mat, everything will become invisible to me, because that's like my office. So that's like my quiet place. That's why anyone who know me ask like, what's your favorite thing? Like it's wrestling, because that's where I find like peace at. Anywhere I find peace at, I want to stay at that place. So the preparation for me, it was a little bit easier, but at first it was hard, because when it comes to that accreditation, like I was saying, because for they do like Greco-Roman wrestling, so he wrestled like a day before me. he did not receive his accreditation until like when the boss wanted to leave to go to the arena.
Wow.
Because you guys will stay at a hotel, like in the morning time, do weighing at the hotel, make sure you make weight, then the boss will come pick you guys and then take you guys to the arena. So when it comes the day for me to do freestyle, because when I go, I thought I was gonna wrestle like 86 kg, but they told me no, I gotta go 96. That was too heavy for me. But since I was already there, my name was already there, I don't want to go and then turn back. You know, Salon people are now, oh, I the person this way come to America and go forget for compete, and then when you go for go away and you return. So I don't want to be part of that. So went in Wayne, and then I was the youngest. I was like 19, and I called my dad. I said, I don't know why they did not make me wrestle with the junior team or whatever. I said, all these people I'm about to wrestle, they're in their 30s. They're veteran. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. He was like, just calm down, be yourself, and then compete to the best that you can do. I was like, all right. So wait for my accreditation. They did not give me my accreditation. I missed the bus.
Whoa.
I missed the bus. Later on is when they come give me the accreditation saying, oh, something with the Olympic Committee did not pay for accreditation, whatever was going on, because I don't understand. I was just sitting there at the front of the hotel waiting for my accreditation. Later on, they come, gave it to me. I was already like pissed. My mind at that time was not in like wrestling. I was like, why would they bring me to come embarrass me? Me waiting for like accreditation. There's no accreditation. So what is the point of me coming? And I start telling the secretary, I said, if this keep repeating, since this just happened, right, I don't think I'll come back. He was like, no, I don't want you to say. I said, no. I said, because wrestling is a different sport. Your mind gotta be like in it. That's why when it comes, like, you see like a room like this, that you see different type of athlete, even the one you're gonna compete with. You see him in there, you guys warming up, like you have some athlete who try like to intimidate you before you guys even get on the mat. So me sitting down, I'm supposed to be thinking about my opponent. I don't supposed to be right there thinking about accreditation. That's something I should receive the first time, the first day as soon as I landed. You're supposed to give me accreditation. But me not receiving it, like my mind, my focus was not into wrestling. So he tried to talk to me, he's like, just go. He said, I believe you do something. I was like, all right. They gave it to me. They find a cab or whatever, a taxi, take us to the arena, went to go warm up. My warm up didn't even last for a minute. It's like a 30-second warm up. And then my name got called. I think I was first in the list to go wrestle, because when you're first, if it's your first time in the competition, we have something they call like the last seed. So if it's like 16 of you guys, you're going to be the 16th seed. And then you're going against somebody who is like best.
Wow. Because
that's your first time competing internationally. You will not have like a nice seed. Like you're going to go with somebody good. So went into the mat and wrestled against somebody from, I don't know if it's like Egypt, something like that. So we won my first match, and then after that match I went back there and tell them, I said, to be honest with you guys, I'm just doing this because I love the sport. I don't want to like disrespect the sport, because wrestling has blessed me with so many things and then took me from a place where I didn't expect myself to come from. So I don't want to disrespect the game. So I was like, I'm just doing it because of the game. But after that match, convinced me. I keep going, fall short in the semi-final. And then went for like third place round, ended up taking like third, and then went back. And that was it.
Wow, congratulations. That's a lot of bittersweet experience with the way you deal with the challenges, getting to the stage, and at the end of the day, getting to third place with all veterans, as you just said, and other things. Supposed to your confidence level must have really been high to get into the game and ended up doing something. And Augie, we will come back to you with we talk about a representative now national level as well. I go on for your own experience joining the national team in 2021. You get your first call up and you go and represent the country, and you get a total of 6 appearances. You don't play some friendlies with for the country and other things. Then back, you even be called up in John Keystone squad in terms of a friendly match and everything. So how was it like the national level experience? You don't play America in a professional space, come here in Africa. A lot of athletes that don't talk how challenging it is for moving from the European setting and coming into Africa.
Yeah, you know, everyone has their own experience. Everyone has their own reality. For me, obviously they've been calling me. First, they called me in the U.S., but at the time I didn't have my American passport. Then I got a call as well to Sierra Leone. I spoke to Kai Kamara because I was born here, you know. It doesn't matter how long I've been in the States. I was born in Bo. This is literally my birth country. So I was excited to wanted to represent Sierra Leone. But obviously I didn't know anything about Sierra Leone in terms of the culture because I left at a very, very young age, you know, at the age of 6 living. You don't know that much as a kid. But I wanted to, you know, be part of something that I've seen in my household, being raised by a Sierra Leonean parent. And then I took it upon myself. I said, yeah, I want to be able to represent this country. You know, it's a beautiful country. I wanted it to be able to come back to see, you know, what has changed and what it's like now. And I flew. I didn't even know it would be that long of a flight. You know, imagine flying from Los Angeles to the East Coast to another country, then flying to Sierra Leone. But I was excited. You know, I came here. It's different. It's a different setting, like he said. It's different. But I've always knew to myself that it would be different, but not extremely different than it was. But like I said, you know, the love is what makes me want to come here and represent Sierra Leone. Nothing else but just that feeling of wanting to represent your country. There's no better feeling than that. And obviously being part of the squad that qualify for AFCON, it's a beautiful feeling. So for me, you know, I embrace that. You know, I've had my own experience with the trials and, you know, the tribulations I've been through. But that has not changed the love that I have for the country, for the national team, because at the end of the day, the national team doesn't belong to Augie. It doesn't belong to anyone but, you know, the nation of Sierra Leone. And like I said, there is no, you know, better feeling than be able to represent your country, to be able to say, oh, well, we did this, we did that. If you look at it, you know, I can always be proud and say that for over 26 years, I was part of the squad that was able to qualify for the AFCON, you know. So for me, it is a beautiful feeling. I haven't been with the national team for a couple years now. Obviously, you know, like I said, I've always loved to come and obviously be able to participate, help the team in any way I can. But like he said, it's not easy to be able to represent Sierra Leone. It has its own things to it. But at the end of it,
what are some of those things to it?
Salo, what you talking to get in trouble? But you know, for me, it's been an experience, honestly, an experience where mentally it's tough. It's mentally tough. But like I said, you know, they have this saying where they say "Yasona salon phobia." So I went through that my whole, you know, trying to represent Sierra Leone. But like I said, when you put on that jersey, for me personally, everything goes out the window because, like I said, it's not only about wearing the jersey, which is the most important thing, but it's about knowing that this is the game that brings you so much happiness and you love to do it. And there's no better feeling than wanting to compete, you know, against other nations, especially to prove that your nation was better in this match or was able to accomplish something. So for me, it came to a time where I just put everything in the back of my mind and said, you know what, let's just go through it. You know, if we go through it together, we go through it together. I try to advocate for certain things, but now I understand as a Sierra Leonean that there is certain things that is not in your control, and you shouldn't try to control it. And obviously, I tried to control it at an early stage of my career, and it didn't go as I thought it would be. But like I said, it's just about knowing that, you know, the country of Sierra Leone, the beautiful people, it's the #1 sport in this country. And you never see anything that brings us together like football does in this country. You see, beginning they want to go on the streets up and down. You know, when Musa Tombo scored that goal, people died, you know, over the marching in the streets. But all of those things, like, you know, you have your own belief, you have your own things, but when there's football going on, we all come together as a united nation. And just for me to see that, and it's a happy moment. So I love to be part of things like that. I love to embrace the feeling. When I'm in the States now, I just adapt to what's there. When I'm here, I try to adapt to what's here. You know, if I need to make sure that where I'm at in the state, they help me to be able to get my transition here, I do that. But like I said, there's no better feeling than be able to represent that.
All right. The national team already get a new coach, and ever be part of in squad call up. First, I want for now you see him as a coach, and whether you hope for getting to the squad and getting for be coached by him.
Yeah, I've watched. Even I haven't been called, but I've watched every game so far. You know, there's no better feeling than a striker like myself to be able to be coached by a coach that was a striker, because now he knows what your strength is. You know, you can talk about your weakness. You can talk about the style of play that you like. So all of those things, it's exciting. I have not been from a close range to see him coach. I've just been from afar. I've trained with him a couple times when I've been back in terms of trying to get my fitness to be able to be ready for the season. You know, it's different. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own philosophy. But it's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to if I have the opportunity again to be able to represent Sierra Leone. It's a thing that I would embrace. It's a thing that I would want to be part of, regardless of the past or whatever that has happened in the past. But like, I know in my heart, there is this love that I have for Sierra Leone that a lot of people don't know about, regardless of me being raised in America. It's a love that I have to be part of. I didn't have to come here on a vacation, but I'm here just the fact that it's more so of the mental space where it's stress-free for me. So imagine you coming to represent a country that loves football. So there's no better feeling. I look forward to it. I wait for the opportunity. Obviously, the challenge is to be able to perform in my club team. And obviously, if I can do that, that's something I can control. So being called up is not something I can literally control. That's beyond my control. But performing on the pitch is what I can control. So if that attributes to me being called up, yeah, 100%, I would love to.
All right. I come back to you, Alpha. With wrestling, you talk about facing some of our well-known at the Commonwealth game, and also you think we Sierra Leone. But go on for no, I'm sure if you're still with the Salone national wrestling team.
I would say yes. I still deal with them, despite waiting just transpire between me and then this past Commonwealth qualification, because the past Commonwealth game we happen in England. Me and they be getting arrangements when they be call me and tell me, say, I need for drop me weight all the way down to 86 kg. So I say, okay, no problem. So I go for a camp, dinner camp, drop all the way down, I be the 84 kg. So send me weight, me and then talk. They say, okay, filled out everything between them and me coach. Because I tell them me experience, and I tell them, say, now, if I'm going to travel, I need me coach for go with me. And I want counter with me. They agree to that and everything. So comes now, I think 2 weeks towards the competition, they call me again and say, oh, we want to make you go up to 96. I say, nah. I say, I'm not able. Because gaining weight, if you dey gain weight, if na fat you dey gain, it's easy for gain am. If na muscle you dey gain, you need gain muscle inside 1 week. Impossible. I don't care how you lift, stay, you make, stay, you this, stay. For gain that muscle day inside 1 week, you need get them.
Okay.
Pass, if I go for go weight, sometimes pass I drink boku water, for me the water dey inside me. For go team up na the scale for match up to the weight. And me physical one, and not go match up to the post you where to go for go fit. You understand? Because in don't stay 96. And me don't come out, me don't go up all the way down to 86. When I 10 kg different.
Yeah.
Then you they tell me for go against with that person there. Me not they compete just for compete sake. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to wrestling, each individual gets in your record. They go for tell you say this person at 3-4 match in the win, or this person just they lost no more 0 to 16 match, then in dollars all 16 of the matches there. Me no want that in terms of my record. Me they compete, I they represent Sierra Leone. I want to represent Sierra Leone to the best of my ability. I don't want to represent Sierra Leone just for represent sake. Just the go no more. Because one thing people are not going to understand, we will stay overseas where they call we for can represent Sierra Leone, right? Now the love we gets for the country. Now they move we for camp. Not to nothing they move we for camp. So man if you say like they come over see what they can for represent and because of this or that they now nothing or in terms of wrestling way then they give we or way they move we. You understand? In terms of equipment, in terms of things that they use for practice, me na me can bring some of me own things them because I love the sport. I understand say the sport not too big it's na salon. Then they try their own best when they're able. But when it comes to like them with weight management, I don't know the coach and your understanding or the secretary your understanding, which understanding you then get because most of the time now the secretary can call me, oh, the wrestling president say and why may you bomb go up? I say no. If you don't call me, we all don't sit there in a meeting at the NOC office, the National Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
When I don't tell me from then about 6 to 7 months before the competition, then tell me say they want make a drop down to 86. I go well fit today.
Okay. What do you think then the main reason for all of these changes like you get for increase you wait one moment drop another moment? Is it that because we not get enough wrestlers now that's making the national team not get enough
for
wrestlers?
The wrestling aspect they get enough wrestler.
Okay.
Then they not team because I don't go to the training camp. I don't see they get wrestlers then so them bumping up weight me don't know what think because that to be honest I no go can say because of
you know
this,
ever try and talk and ask why?
I don't. The last time when I talked to because like I said, the sex geek reach out to me more when I could try for call the president and get to talk with him and he's on out busy. Some past competition I didn't mean I can see and talk because when I asked her I say listen the last time I talked to the sex geek I say I don't know how well you understand for wrestling. No. I say but me they tell you now say for drop weight in hard for lose weight in easy. But na fat the person they gain and not they gain strength. And me no one day in that position they for can't gain a weight just because una wants make I gain the weight when over 6 months we plan for my go 86 kg. So when it comes that competition day, when they call me, I tell them say no, I no go meet up. So me and they try for convince me I say no, me no they do so because I no want go in that competition day and Commonwealth everybody see Commonwealth be there all over Super Sport. You understand? Me no one go there in that position there. Then after the match, now the same thing be happen to the Olympic, that COVID Olympic will happen at Tokyo. So when they give me the wild card, not Tunisia, now they tell me say they go reach out to me for go to competition. I say okay, no problem. So they send me for a camp in America. Went for the camp. Then after the camp, now they say okay, the wild card. Then they give the guy where they do judo, we go miss weight. Na Tokyo. So after he miss weight, I don't know if wanna be see one video where we come out with and say, oh, they want to reach out to the wrestling team for bring somebody from the wrestling for can compete na the Olympic. So when they reach out to me, the president I reach out to me at that time, say, oh, I don't know if you don't see what thing to happen with this judo, you don't come miss weight. I don't know if you go able to come. And in a post I like for be honest. I need grab, I can always tell them this. I need do wrestling for travel sake. I need do wrestling because now I want reach, you understand? I do wrestling because of the love I get for the game and the love I get for the sport. You understand? I make I do wrestling. And wrestling not to salon I learn wrestling. Now America I go learn wrestling. I didn't teach me wrestling. I don't be ever think say I do wrestling. So when they reach out to me, I tell them plain, I say my mind not the inside wrestling. Because when we don't talk say judo, when I make judo compete in the Olympic. When I know I make wrestling compete in the Olympics. So if when I don't go judo, then waiting the longer happen. I say when I reach out to whatever dinner salon where they do wrestling, making go compete. And they say no, the distance from salon say they can't talk you in too far. Mina the closest. Make me go represent the Asina. I say if I go the back, now the same thing they go happen. Then when I go slide the story, nobody know what's in the happen at the back. When I go say, oh, look the way they go pull back now America, we come. Look what you can do. Me no one day in them position they did. Because me, when I lost, I no one put blame in nobody. I no one say, now you make a loss, now you make a loss. When I lost, I want to take them in, say, something that this I do wrong, that this I forbidden do. Because when you do wrestle, the coach where they outside, in the see pass, you where they perfect. Sometimes side for they were for all, where I left loose small, we are not all. Sometimes way for be there, we are for toss the man, I not toss and that way. I go toss in other way will lead to for me, it beats me. So those things and they all, even every match where they done for wrestle, I always they go back. Sky for look at win or loss. So I want to know how they improve because we wrestle for 6 minutes. The 6 minutes easy when they had the 6 minutes than the of your life. And then this one you understand. International level, not 2 period, 3-3.
Okay.
Wise, local level, like teams level, club level, not 3 period, not go 2-2-2-2. But that 6 minute they not had a 6 minute because imagine somebody that's guy for grip you, they push and back, you back that guy for grip the person. And international level, the small space one at the give safe that they call penalty against una. Una for continue for go till that time they will till they call space not for the between una. The more una they give una safe space, if na media attack pass you, you know the attack, you do defense, they give me points for that day. Because they take and say you want to steal the match. You know one attack. But if World 2 they say World 2 they attack, we go at each other until somebody score point. And they allow the match, make the match continue.
All right, seems to be very interesting and really, really a lot. You know, by you the way where you physique, by physique you can tell say you know you don't do a lot for get to the point where you don't do so right now that you career and stuff. And I see the way they look at you in a very interesting way. If say not even dream of facing one
no one do myself. No, but it's interesting.
It is very, very interesting. As for games where they happen at the Ampama Instruments Premier League, VM Bok Dongi as Antonians 4-0 na the approved school field, and right now the Bo Coronation field Camarado Gi Koya Queens 12-0. It's a very interesting game. You know, the Women's Premier League, they come with a lot of ginger, a lot of goals. Society, they no more. We don't get for just match where they play right now, we don't get about 16 goals. They don't score. They go back into with discussion. I get Augustine Williams with me in the studio, and I also get Alpha Amadou Kamara in the studio with me. You know, they don't share their stories, their experience with the national team, and a lot of other team there. A similar to we are going for Axonatu since Sunatu they based in America, and we all know when it comes to you being black, the environment in America, going for no una athletes, una they in the sports, and with the sport it entails bantering from fans and a lot of other things there. Like how una can deal with how you don't deal with racism.
Well, for me, I'm not gonna personally say I don't deal with racism to that, but I don't deal with differences. What I mean by that is like in terms of, let's say for an example, you go into negotiation for new contract, you see how they treat you based on how they treat other people. So those are the type of things where I see, you know, obviously for me, I always have to show that this is what I have done when it's clear to see what I have done, rather than other people that it's just been given to them. It's like you have to work twice, you know, as hard as, you know, as other people. And obviously, it's not fair, but that's the system. That's how it is as a black man. That's how you treated. Everywhere else, especially in the Western world, there's differences. You see people talk about, you know, in Europe, the racism that goes on. Obviously, it shows as well. Some people don't try to show you publicly, but they show you in certain of the way, the gesture that they do, the things that they say, the little subliminal things that they say to you, all of those things, you know. And it's a headache, but you know, I'm proud to be a black man, so I wouldn't want to change that for anything, you know. And then at the end of the day, you know, we go through what we go through, and I don't know why we go through what we go through, but at the end of the day, it's just what the world is when it comes to, you know, black people, and you have to fight every day. You have to fight for certain things that you already deserve, but then you have to prove that to them that you deserve it. And it's not fair, but that's just the world we live in.
Okay, how did they help you for push you in terms of your career?
It helps me a lot because, like, for an example, where I did America, you know, I want to show that, you know, as a Sierra Leonean and as a black man, you can come from nothing and become the second highest scorer in the history of the league. it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Inspiring.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's their world, but at the end of the day, some of who will grab I get picture on my phone there way now back no more where dirty close, you know, I kind of street, you know. As much as I said, a lot of people don't know I was raised in America, but I have pictures on my phone from a young kid in Sierra Leone, where you can really tell where I came from. But like that's my motivation, you know. Give them the free stuff, give them, you know, the opportunity. But when we get on that pitch, we get to determine who can do the job.
All right. How about you, Amadou?
Like what he said, like me, I never faced it before because my wrestling coach, the one who get me into wrestling, he's white. So like I never been through any racial profiling and stuff. But like he always like what he always say to me, when you have the opportunity, make use of it, show them what you can do. Like not everyone wants you to be in that position. Even here, like there's so many hate here too. It's not just over there. Like when people have opportunity, try to make the best use of that opportunity. When I get there, he took me around the wrestling room. He showed me the names. He showed me the walls. He was like, I want your names to be in one of this wall one day. I want you to leave a legacy here. He said, I just don't want to coach you just to coach. He said, I saw like something in you. He said, that's why I'm giving you the opportunity. He said, help me like prove them wrong that you can become like something. Because like I said, like I used to be trouble in school. Like me, sport was not like my thing. You know, when you grow up here, because I'm like from Kleintown, like Kanike.
Wow, you can tell the Kanike blood in the
fine.
show I want to.
When you go, you know, listen, you want deep and no more that carefree, you want do what you feel say you able to do, like things are like that. And that way they maybe they think say nobody able to talk to me. So when I start for the listen, start for the understand, like waiting in the try for say, like the way when they try for shape me, like and lean towards that, and all the opportunity they won't be they give me, when I they make use of them, I see myself like as a better man. And when I make a promise to I say before I come out here, so my name go up now the wall there, and I glad I make sure say I fulfill what he asked me for. And after I finish the wrestling club where I did now he gets me into that club there, now he negotiates for me, now he do all thing for me. Even when it comes to me wrestle for the national team, when I know go in back help for confuse me, even when I send everything to after me competition, and be so glad like anything what they do towards wrestling. I mean, I'm the first person from that high school, from West Orange High School, we don't go wrestle internationally. I mean, I'm the first ever athlete we don't come out today for go wrestle internationally. So I'm so happy when I take wrestling serious to another level, because everybody we could do them, most of them need to take them internationally. So I'm like after high school, college, and done. So like me now, me decide for take them further, try for see, because like right now, my main objective now for the upcoming 2028 Olympics where they come up, because maybe after that, maybe one more Olympic, I might done with wrestling because of the age, 28 to the next one. So.
And you bought at 28.
No, like me, I'm 24, right? 24.
Oh, okay.
So,
Let's talk about you. 24.
Yeah, 24.
Okay,
so they calculate the age now.
Yeah.
From now to 28, go day 27. So after that, the next 4 years of the, because Olympics, na every 4, Commonwealth, na every 4. So I'm saying Africa Championship, na every year. So I'm saying after I don't do 2 more of that, the age you not go able again. Because, you know, say, wrestling, not to like the other sport there. Because the physicality not go be too day again for the go back and forth. Sometimes you step down now and mentor people and try for with their call. Because me dream now for me the sport just not die. Like the sport in a salon, so may not die in a salon, because for the talent, Sierra Leone get the talent. It's just that they just need for go out there, look for them, and when they get that talent, they need for maintenance.
All right, why is you there on, the talent development, or so you get plan for help in order for develop talent them na salon that you don't identify a lot of talent them just like I say just
Yes, me I open up to that day, because like I say, like the 40 what they talk about, me and go na Tunisia and come together. I not be ever expect for saying go be that good the way we wrestle, because in be the 9 set of side, but me where I can go for a water break, I can always stand, they watch. Then we'll don't practice. Now take him out. I say mo go like na beach, mo go jog, mo go train. I be feel say sometimes go refuse and say like, nah, I don't tire. Because with wrestling, the 10 we tire, now for push yourself. Because 10 for Canada match day, we don't go that 6 minutes. We will not tie. They keep on fit until somebody win. Wow. Winning for come up at a match day. When the 10s and they say we tire, push yourself. So the way we be the rest, when they explain gaming stories, say them pull off from soccer. And funny enough, the team when be there, I be don't play with but not be know. So in call the team, he say play for Ama FC na Juwe. Now I be there part of that team there. We'll to talk, but we'll to not be no self then. Saying I ain't left and can do wrestling. And he's so talented. Like and get the talent did it. Then the other wrestlers they will keep practice, we are keep going to the camp. Like the talent they there. It's just that they just need for maintenance. And like we get Mutuka. We get fine Mutuka for me last look get for maintenance. Yeah. Because when you get a talent, if you need maintenance in a sense, if you need get the encouragement we need, if you need to go near you, like no you left and just like that, we competition one camp, you go go to a camp in practice, then you go to for competition, and you succeed by that. Yeah, success need come out that way. Success not overnight. And something where they build, you they build them. Even Augustine can testify to that. Like in career, not overnight in start. Absolutely. It develop them. Now so back wrestling day. I not start wrestling there, but when I go there, now the main reason that they make up decide wait for the international record because I want to develop. When I done the denki fail for realize not to just where you take somebody, go put her in a camp, 1 week, 2 week camp, you go to them. Because what would they go? Would they see the Senegal, Guineans, Algerian, the Moroccans, you understand, the Egyptian, like they get a really good wrestling team. Then they take wrestling to another level. Like they do camping. Like if a competition on day right now, they get different camp what they do. Like some man they go France, they put them on a wrestling school for just do wrestling camp. You understand? Like for example, me with competition on day right now, only compete right now. I go through a camping, I go through a training process. Because when that competition come, I want to make sure you are ready. I don't want when they call me say, hey, because in 2-3 months we get competition who want make you go compete. Then at that month, there are 2 weeks we don't left now and go practice. Okay. One condition enable us and not able to be physical enough. So they just need to maintain the product we get.
Okay. Okay. Just like ask Amado with talent development. A lot of they see a lot of Tony and Kai Kamara. They don't come back and they try for help develop salon football, salon talent. Them should Sierra Leone expect Sierra Leoneans should we expect Ogie to do the same?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, for me, it's about giving back to Sierra Leoneans. I've brought football boots. I've brought a lot of stuff. The last time I came. You know, when you are in a position to be able to help others, I always think you should be able to. For me, I'm in a phase right now where I'm learning the system, I'm learning the culture, to be able to understand it more before I get in that pathway. You know, I want to open up my own foundation. Even this year, honestly, or going into the end of the next year, I want to open up my foundation that will focus more on education and obviously focus more on, you know, football because that's what I do. To be able to help the kids. To be able to, you know, make them see that, you know, even though you're from Sierra Leone, you know, it's possible because I am an example of that. So that's my goal. Obviously, that's the vision I've had, and that's the vision I wanted to be able to start, and obviously see how we can help these kids and how we can give them an opportunity that they never thought that they could have.
All right, beautiful. We're not going to talk with you without talking about your fashion sense. Everybody or anybody where they follow you, where they follow football in the international world can talk a lot about. I remember at some point your fashion sense. A lot of people they talk about they comparing you to other figures out there in European football. We get a similar sense of fashion, and it's like every time you appear for a training or a match, it's the United States Fashion Week. Until we waiting at the inspiration behind that.
Well, one of the inspiration behind that is when you dress good, you feel good, you play good. So obviously, I have people that help me put stuff together. So I'm telling you, I just work outside clothes. There's no more take with it. I come back away. So all those combination, I like to put on nice stuff. It makes me feel good about going into match. It makes me feel good about wanting to play, even if it's not match. I like to just, feel good about, what I have on, and I think it's not really that much to it or a big deal to it. It's just something that I've always liked. I've always liked fashion. I've always liked to, try different things, and I think it's just part of what I like apart from football. So yeah, and like I said, I have this mentality: you dress good, you feel good, you play good. So every time I dress good, I end up playing good.
Well, nice. What an inspiration. Unatuna athletes, and of course, growing up, una don't get an icon. Una they try for somebody we una to don't they admire. We una wish una get in the same level like this kind of person also. So with you, Amadou, another wrestling icon we don't they look at say at some point in my life I go and reach to the peak of this person or even go above what this person do achieve.
So like for me, me wrestling icon where I be the look up to now CJ Morgan, but fortunately he don't passed away. We also be attend West Orange High School later on went to West Point Academy, the military, and then he was actually like a great wrestler, and I actually get a chance like for practice with him, learn some few things then with him before in last training when we go do not the military before unfortunately passed away. So now somebody we I be the admired and now somebody we
I would feel like for somebody we don't admire at and at the end of the day you get a one-on-one meeting with the person.
Nervous.
Wow.
Because I don't be no like waiting for say or waiting for do because in daddy nine be set that meeting up with me and them because we I can go we can get a match and daddy be can watch the wrestle and say me the reminder of him picking. But me not be no say I'm picking with the CJ.
Wow.
So I think and the coach we don't talk. So when me and I talk now because when I actually can see her in first talk with it and say nah you say you ace in too soft. I say what you mean? You say for you for be like a wrestler you ace and get for deal bang bang na this match and get for strong. You say you ace strong now you know say being what you do you don't wait your corporate. You say right now you ace in soft force. Also they make that fun they begin to cheat me some more because when you go down for take you down, the people like way motoka jam yaso. Like when they go down, when they low by you, when they kind of like for take you 2 legs them, when they wanna they hit the mat, they hear the sound bang bang.
Wow.
Like they really hit the mat hard. So you can always tell me that they say where you do go, not hesitate, go with your full force. Say because when you put your full force, that person in the hard for the person. Say because imagine the 2 leg they clamp so that you don't can round parent so and out full force you shoulder everything you don't count. You say there is no way the person may go down. And say but if you hesitate when you go down, you try to make like you want to take it and you want to take it. You say nah. Say go with full force. You say always you say not afraid if the person they try to stop you, say just go with full force because wrestling is all that when you put your hand at the person in face, the minute the person they try to take you hand off in face, that forget when they forget small. That's in the you for try for go under, try for take them down. Because the minute you take them down and you wrap onto that legs there, you roll around with them as much as you can. And so the point that they go up sometime. If you not score no point 8, where you get chatting 10 points or 13, the match done, you end up winning.
Wow. Okay. But that's another your football icon where you they look up to.
Well, for me, I'm an Arsenal fan. So I grew up watching Thierry Henry as a kid. There's many varieties of people that inspire me. From a close range, I would say one of them is Kai Kamara. I always have this belief, not just because of football, I always have this belief that people who put you in a position to be more successful are automatically family. And that's who he is to me. He tries to make me understand the Sierra Leone, try to make me understand the system, try to make me understand the investments aspect to be able to, because it's different in America, invest in America and invest in the protocol than too much yonder. Here it's just a political aspect about it. For me, it's somewhat like I said, we've played in a national team together, but we've never been fortunate to play on the same club team. He's the second highest goal scorer in the MLS. I'm the second highest goal scorer in obviously USL. So yeah, for me, it's just knowing people like that, that you're not even fambu in terms of related, but when people see us, they think we're actually related because we have so much similarity. Even the way we grew up, it's literally the same. We both grew up in California. We both went to the U.S. at a certain age. We both grew up in the same system. It's very, very similar. So people like that, that want just to see you become successful in a place that you don't even understand because you were gone for so long. Where I say I left since 6 years old. The first time I ever came to Sierra Leone was 2021. And obviously I didn't come back 3 years after that. Now I'm back again. So he wants me to come often to be able to understand. When I see him helping Rudiger as well, to be able to understand Antonio Rudiger, the system, it's very, very big. It's rare to have people like that from Sierra Leone that wants to help you and just see you become successful. So for me, that is an inspiration. He's always giving me advice every day about what I can do, what I should be doing, and so for me, that's an inspiration. And obviously, he's one of the people who I look up to.
All right. We dey try for wrap up, but quick one. I go on for the would that like youths in the pitch, and would that don't be the toughest
in my league?
Yes.
I mean, there's so much people, but when, like I said, I love to play against all the toughest teams. Like I said, Louisville, Charleston Battery. I have never scored against Charleston Battery ever since I left, and I'm trying to make that happen in 2026. There's a lot of tough opponents, but like I said, whether they come for me or they come for them, because in the sports of football, the defenders always try to get into your head so they can distract you from the game, and sometimes I try to get into their head too. So certain things that I say on the pitch, I wouldn't say it off the pitch, but it's all part of the game. I know he can relate to that too, like the trying to intimidate you in that way. So there's not specifically a specific defenders, but to compete against the toughest team, it's my goal. And obviously I try to prove why I am the second goal by competing against them.
All right. The same question to you. Amadu, the dream opponent and the toughest you ever play with.
For me, the dream opponent where one face, they say if you want to be the best, you get to beat the best. So like David Taylor is like one of the best in 86 kg. I think 2-time Olympic gold medalist for America, because now American they compete for.
Okay.
And I think 1-time silver medalist. So I go like for face him one day. And then my toughest opponent we I don't face, I forgot his name, but the guy from Algeria, I think, in Tunisia. He was one of the toughest because one experience why he have experience more than me, and then he know more technique more than me, since that was my first time competing international level. So that was a difficult match for me, even though I managed to pull away off, but it was difficult. I can tell, like when you're competing, like for example, soccer is like striker. If you're going against defender, like you're trying, but he's following you, every like, man, this person no one left me, no one go away. Understand? Like wait, if Sky all kind move, they defend you, all kind move, it Sky they goes to them when I don't go on a break. They hear coach they talk, you tell us I Sky the best move, I think, in the counter attack, in the counter, like this pussy also no one go away. So hard like for go away. So I find a way, like keep on go away. Now one game move no more. I be no. When my coach can always tell me, say, use your hips. He always say you hips. Now you greatest strength where you gain you. He say use your hips. He say allowed. So they allow the way they come and use your hips. So when I let that happen, I become like victorious, and that's about it.
All right. Famble, that's how they take wrap up today on the program. This is Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9. Again with me in the studio, Augustine Williams and Alpha Amadu Kamara. We're now a wrestler, and Augustine Williams, now a professional football player. And they're also based in the United States. They don't represent Sierra Leone in the various sports and discipline, and they don't contribute greatly as well for push Salon Sport to go before. Before close, a quick update now the Mampama Instrument Premier League. Bram Kamara don't give Koya Queens 13 goals to 0 very interesting feature. Like I say, you can watch the game na the Facebook Live, na the Empowerment Women's Premier League, or you can go na the various sporting arenas them and watch them game them. Me and Nene Fofana, I want to say plenty thank you to me guests them for where they joined me today. Plenty thank you to Una the viewers, the way they don't stay with me from the starting of the program till we don't come to the end. And to my production team, plenty thank you to Una, to Simon, thank you, and of course to DJ Muski, plenty thank you. So till next week to spot they come to you again on Tuesday and we get something interesting and exciting for discuss. Bye bye.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know